Hello everyone, welcome to, it's Adrian Walsh here from EcoStream Water Management. This is my first Facebook Live video. I'm really worried I'm going to muck something up here, but I'll try to keep it as professional as I can. I don't know how about first, well, you see my eyes, I hate it when people wear sunnies, but it's bloody bright today, so I might just chuck them back on. So look, we've been doing a bit of a series on backflow prevention at the moment, and I wanted to, and we've done some stuff on why we use backflow prevention. We've done some stuff on different hazard levels in backflow prevention. That's low, medium and high. And today I wanted to talk about the different where you'd place the backflow prevention devices and the difference between containment, zone and individual protection. And I thought this is just a really good scenario. It's a place that I don't think's got an irrigation system in it. It's just a parkland for a council, and quite a regular situation might be something like, you know, out over there where the entrance to the park is, which is around there. You know, the council might want us to, by the way, they don't want us to do it, I'm just trying to use an example. They might want us to put in, you know, some, the landscapers might be putting in some garden beds there, and they want to put some drip irrigation around the entrance to the park. That's a really common situation that we might find. And so what I wanted to do is talk about and show you how we'd tackle that. So let's say it's standard drip line off a standard drinking water supply, standard water meter. There's essentially two types of backflow devices that we have to put in there. So why don't we just go over here? So just down here, I'm going to get better at this, I promise you. So just over here, we have got, where is it? There. We have got a water meter, and that's the water meter that feeds this park. Probably in most situations in a park this size, that water meter will be way too small. But let's just go, don't worry about the flow or the size. But essentially that doesn't have a backflow device on it. And whenever it got put in, there was probably no need for it. But now all of a sudden someone's come past and said, hey, we want you guys to put in a backflow prevention device. We want you guys to put in an irrigation system. Now, we'd come out here and go, oh, okay, well, is there a water supply a little bit closer to the garden beds that we're going to be installing the irrigation at? And they go, oh yeah, there's a pipe that runs just in that bit of grass over there. Connect into that. And so we come along and we connect into it and we go, yeah, it's a commercial site. It's considered commercial, so we need to put in a minimum medium hazard device. So we would choose like a testable double check valve in that situation, right? Cool, I've got some viewers. Just noticed there. Hi guys, don't know who you are. You can make a comment if you want. Be great. But we would see in that situation that we have got a medium hazard device, and that would meet our requirements for zone or individual protection. And at that point, a lot of people would walk away. They've done their irrigation installation, they've put in their medium hazard backflow device, and they've met their requirements with the plumbing authority. But where a lot of people forget is where they have to put another backflow device is actually back at that water meter over there. They need to put the device back at the water meter as well, so it matches the hazard level of where we put the irrigation tapping point. So it means that whenever you've got a backflow prevention device, you've essentially got to, wherever you have a medium hazard situation and you've decided to put a backflow prevention device in to protect, let's say, the water supply where the irrigation system's connected in, you also need to protect the network supply, like the Yarra Valley water, the City West water, the Melbourne water, whatever, Western water, whatever the authority is around Melbourne. You know, we need to protect also the utility or the network supply, so they require of us putting a containment protection in. So essentially there's three places on the system you could put a backflow device. You could put in a containment protection, which you need to at the water meter, at where that water meter is. You need to then put in on any medium hazard or high hazard or low hazard situation an individual device or a zone device. Now, what's the difference? So we've spoken about containment protection. That's that one back at the meter, and anything downstream of that one back at the meter, because it's cut right in line, anything downstream of the containment device is still considered to be drinking water. But anything downstream of an individual or a zone protection device isn't drinking water anymore. It's to protect its potentially hazardous water because it feeds the irrigation system or it feeds something else. So what's the difference between zone and individual protection? Well, the way I take it is, let's say here we decided to branch off and do an irrigation system. That would be individual protection. It's medium hazard. But at the same time, let's say the local council said, hey, can you put in a water feature as well, and it needs to have an autofill on it and stuff. That also would be a potential backflow hazardous situation, and we could move from individual protection to zone protection when we decide to maybe cover the requirements of both backflow situations off the one backflow device. So I couldn't see a problem branching off, feeding an irrigation system, but then also downstream of that same device feeding a water feature if they're the same hazard level, if they're within close proximity. And I think that's a difference between individual and zone protection, and that's how I would interpret the regulation. Well, it's been my first Facebook Live. Hopefully it was okay. I saw out a couple people along the way. But the idea about these is to just clear up some stuff about things that are going on in the irrigation industry and some places where people are confused. Thanks, guys.